Hello, in this video we are going to be using trigonometric ratios to find the missing sides of right triangles. We're going to start with these two problems. Problem number one will be our first problem. We're going to be doing the same thing that we did on the previous video about labeling the sides of the triangle. We're going to start by looking at which angle we have as the angle of reference. In this problem, we're going to be using angle with degree measure of 25 as the angle of reference. The first thing that we want to do is identify the sides. Across from the angle of reference, we have the opposite side. We have a value of x for that side. I'm going to label that one as opposite. The next thing to do would be look at the 90-degree angle, this right angle. Across from the right angle, we have the hypotenuse. Let's go ahead and label the hypotenuse. And the angle that we have, or the side that we haven't labeled, is the adjacent side. So using the mnemonic, we have to look at which two of the three we have. We have an x for opposite, we have a 10 for hypotenuse, and we do not have anything for adjacent, which means we have to use the opposite and hypotenuse. So opposite hypotenuse is sine. We're going to be using sine for this problem. Let's start by setting up the problem. So we are using sine of angle with measure of 25. That's going to be equal to, the ratio for this would be x, so opposite over hypotenuse. Opposite is x, hypotenuse is 10. So we set up the ratio. We are going to be using the cross multiply technique. In order to do that, we put a 1 under sine 25. After doing that, we are able to cross multiply. So I'll multiply x times 1, and that is going to give me x. This is going to be equal to, and we cross multiply the sine 25 times 10, and that's going to be going on the right hand side of our equation. We write down the 10 first. 10 times sine of 25. Now we have to simplify. The left hand side is still x, the right hand side is 10 times, and we have to evaluate sine of 25. We're going to be using the table of trig ratios. So we wanted sine of 25. We will go to 25 in the angle column. So here it is. Then we go to the sine column, which is the first one, and sine of 25 is 0.4226. So instead of writing sine of 25, we're going to write 0.4226. Using a calculator, we will multiply 10 times 0.4226, and that will give us 4.226. Now, we usually round to the nearest tenth, which gives us 4.2 as the value of x. So 4.2 as the value.